If I started a YouTube channel in 2024, I would do so many things differently. Hi, I'm Mike, and back in 2016, I started a YouTube channel in my one-bedroom apartment.
Hey guys, what is going on? This is Mike or Geekermon.
While working full-time as a software engineer, and my first videos were awful.
It's the large part where there's the bright light at the end, and you'll recognize it from the story as soon as I get to it. And ta-da! The bright light is right in front.
But over the years, I continued to post 1,338 videos to be exact, and spent countless hours experimenting, iterating, and evolving my content, all in an effort to master what it takes to have a successful YouTube channel. I even reached the momentous milestone of 100,000 subscribers. When people learned about my content creation journey, they'd often ask me questions. I have a buddy that just started streaming. What does he need to do to grow? My son wants to be a YouTuber. What kind of camera should he buy? So I began to share my knowledge with friends, family, and anyone who had an interest in content creation. I realized that my passion was in the process. I love the idea of taking just that, an idea, and constructing something beautiful out of it. And so the purpose of this channel is for me to share with you everything that I have learned from my 8 years on the platform. Because for any of you thinking about getting started, YouTube can be an extremely intimidating place. There are so many things you need to know. How do you film, edit, make thumbnails, avoid copyright infringement, make money, look at analytics, pursue collaborations? I could go on and on and on. But whether you have some or none of the answers to those questions, you're in the right place. So the topic for today's video, if I were to start a YouTube channel in 2024, here are the 6 things I would do to ensure that that channel was successful. 1, smack that subscribe button. Probably should talk some about the call to action, but that's for you. Before we jump into it, if you guys do learn something and enjoy the content, consider subscribing. There's gonna be a lot more videos like this headed your way soon. Now, for the sake of this video, I'm gonna keep it brief, but I will break these things down more in depth in upcoming videos. And if you have questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. That's probably my favorite way of interacting with you guys. And if you're looking to take it a step further and wanna join a Discord community of aspiring content creators looking to grow together, then I would recommend you guys check out the Patreon down below. All right, number 1, find your niche or your audience. When choosing a niche, it's important to choose a niche that you're passionate about. Avoid going too broad with things like gaming or technology, and instead consider tackling something specific, Animal Crossing guides. In my opinion and in my experience, it's best to stick with one game, at least initially. Get into the YouTube algorithm, and if you can latch onto a game that's already got an established audience, after some consistency, YouTube will actually start recommending you to people who enjoy watching Animal Crossing, or whatever game you've chosen. Now, this is not just for gaming content creators. This extends well beyond gaming, but that's a prime example because that's where I come from. Now, the second part of this is understanding your own value. This is still within Find Your Niche. We haven't gotten to the next step yet. But before you film, identify who you're making videos for and what value your content is providing to them. Why are they gonna click? Self-awareness on a YouTube channel is extremely important. Let's move on. If you look at successful channels, you'll often find there's a reason behind why people watch. It could be humor, news, education, drama, but to break it down in the simplest terms, your video will likely either be entertaining or informative. And in an ideal situation, a little bit of both. Start thinking about these things in the next few YouTube videos that you watch. One final tip I have before we move on to the next thing, if you're set on being variety and not sticking with one game, I would recommend starting with streaming and using YouTube as a platform to help facilitate growth on that audience. Streaming audiences are much more likely to follow you game to game. YouTube audiences can be a little more strict. All right, number 2, research topics. Great, you've selected your niche. Now, what kind of content do you want to create? Research the niche that you've selected and figure out what is working well for people. What is going viral? What kind of content are people in this market already creating? You can probably find a lot of topics or video formats that you can draw inspiration from. Now, it's important to note you don't want to copy someone exactly, but there's a lot of value in understanding what's working and what's not. This can help you start on the right foot when you're deciding what kind of videos you want to make. Now, real quick, shameless plug for my own website built for content creators, mycreatorinsights.com. One of the features on the dashboard page is the ability to see the top performing and worst performing videos from any YouTube channel's last 50 uploads. This can be extremely insightful when you're trying to nail down what has been working for people and what kind of content should I avoid creating. If you're curious and checking out the website, it has a plethora of features designed just for content creators like you. You get it along with the Discord. Again, the link to the Patreon is how you get access, and that'll be down below. All right, so you found some topics, you found what works well, and now I would generate a list of content creation ideas. Just a massive data dump of anything you could see yourself making a video on. I like to use Notion for this. I use Notion for everything. If you haven't checked it out, I'm not sponsored by it, but it's just a notebook tool, and man, it helps me keep life organized. I like to create a huge table of all of the video ideas I might be able to do. Then I can rank them, I can organize them, I can build out the scripts within each one. It really helps me when I have those blank canvas moments where I sit down, I'm ready to film, I pull up the microphone, and I don't know what I'm gonna talk about today. It's great to have a full list of ideas that you can pull from because at any moment, some inspiration might strike and you can bounce off of one of those and create your best performing video of all time. This may have happened to me back in Destiny 2 in 2018. First video to reach 1 million views, baby. All right, number 3, the hard part. I'm doing it right now. You've gotta start filming. The hardest part of content creation is taking that first step. It's sitting down, it's getting the lighting how you want it, and hitting record on that camera. Or if you're a nerd like me, hitting record on OBS because you have USB to that camera. Separate video on YouTube hardware coming soon. It's important to know your first video is not going to be your best video, but it's an important step in your journey to maturing as a content creator. When I look back at my 2016 uploads, hey, it is what it is. But I had to upload those videos so that I could learn from those videos, so that the videos after that would incrementally be better and lead me to where I am today. I'm so much more comfortable on the camera. It's insane. But that's only because of the thousands of hours I have spent sitting in front of a camera in an empty room talking to no one, knowing that you guys will probably see it a few days later once I edit it. Comfort is really the big thing you're trying to build. Your first 30 videos, I would keep your expectations low, learn the process, learn how to upload, learn how to talk to the camera while playing the game. That's its own unique skill set right there. And if you're not gaming, whatever you might be doing, cooking, working out, just set up the tripod, hit record, even if you throw the footage away. Spend time with the camera pointed at you, because if you can get past that initial fear, you're gonna build a lot of comfort and a lot of confidence that will allow you to make better videos in the future. And if you need more advice on that, again, I would recommend the Content Creator Discord, a great place to bounce your questions, bounce ideas, everything from thumbnail feedback to just general advice about what to buy and how to make videos. You can find all that. I used to say in my gaming channel, we have the world's best community. And so far, that has carried over with you guys. So if you're interested, hop in there, check it out, ask all your questions. I try to answer as many as I can. I spend a ton of time in that Discord. And remember that it's a journey. And the most important part is to take that first step. All right, number 4. Moving right along, publish your video. I know, you got even more nervous than on the last one. There's an old quote, done is better than perfect. And it's something as a perfectionist in content creation, I wrestle with all the time. But it's such an important mindset to keep with content creation. You could spend 10, 20, 30, 100 hours on an upload. But every time you do that, you trade quantity for quality. And if you only upload once a year, it's much tougher to build a community than uploading, say, once a week. There's a lot of content creators that don't post because they're worried the videos that they make are not good enough. But the best way to improve is to post. Listen to the feedback from the community. Look at the analytics of where people are watching and where people are dropping off. You gain valuable insights from the analytics and the feedback. While some of it can sting, and it has, single tear, it really helps me in my goal as a content creator, which is for each video to be better than the last one. All right, number 5, analyze and review. Now, analytics within YouTube are your best friend. There are so many different ways to see how your content was viewed, where your content was viewed from, how people landed on your content, and how long they stayed there once they clicked on it. And if you're still here, hit that subscribe button. You've made it so far. I'm so proud of you. And like I said, I'm gonna do some deep dives in the future on understanding the ins and outs of analytics, because when you open up the dashboard, it can be very intimidating. But there are a few key metrics to look for. So while I'll cover everything in a future video on probably YouTube analytics as a whole, there are a few key things that you want to look for. When you're looking through the YouTube analytics, it's important to look at the watch time of the videos. You'll see spikes, you'll see dips. It'll tell you if your intro was too long, or if you had a great hook at the beginning of your video that carried through all the way to the end. You'll be able to notice those things by reviewing the audience retention tab. The other important thing is just the quantity of likes and comments on a video. It's very basic, but the more people comment on a specific video, it means that you've been more engaging in the content that you've created. Or sometimes in my case, you made a typo and pretended like you didn't make a typo, only for 350 people to leave a comment about that specific typo. What? Engagement, baby. engagement. YouTube also has the ability to rank your videos against each other in your last 10 uploads. This can be a huge asset, and you can have a mini celebration every time you upload a video that's #1 out of your past 10. But don't get discouraged. A majority of my videos fall between the 6 to 10 range. There's so many factors there: what time of day it was uploaded, what kind of algorithm YouTube pushed it into. The important thing for me is, was my video better than the last one? Did people engage with the content? And then from there, what can I improve to upload every video as a #1? But keep it realistic. No YouTube channel, except possibly Mr. Beast, and even he will upload a 10 out of 10 from time to time. No YouTube channels are #1 out of 10 every upload. So keep your head up, keep uploading, and leave a comment down below if you are a channel trying to grow. I'd love to check your channel out. Like I said, we use the Discord for feedback, but if you just leave me a comment, I'd love to come check out your videos and maybe even be a subscriber of your community. All right, last but not least, #6, iterate. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. This is probably the most important step in the content creation process. You've uploaded your video, you're very proud of it, you're looking at the analytics, you know what to do better next time, and you create the cyclical motion of filming, editing, and posting, with the goal of each video being better than the last video. What will happen is you will look up and it will be 8 years later, you will have uploaded 1,400 videos, and you will have learned more about the YouTube process than you ever thought was possible. Now, for those of you who are saying, yeah, but you're full-time. I am actually not full-time. My full-time job is a software engineer. I work from 9 to 5, and I do this whole YouTube shtick on the side. So even if you're only wanting to do YouTube part-time, I would encourage you, take that first step, post that video, and then join us as a community of aspiring content creators looking to make our hobby something great. As I mentioned earlier, if you're serious about your content creation, I would recommend joining the Patreon. You get access to the My Creator Insights website, as well as the exclusive Content Creator Discord. That is gonna do it for today's video. Make sure you guys subscribe if you're new. I'm gonna be uploading videos from my long list of ideas, hopefully trying to do one a week for you guys. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, when you finish filming a YouTube video, to take just a second, pause, and make your thumbnail shot. Not enough people do this. At the end of every upload, you gotta stop and make that thumbnail. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.